Hey there, lads and lasses. Welcome to our blurry images. This here, of course, is Thunder 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Friday afternoon. It is a little bit Friday afternoon, Friday morning. It is a little bit past 11 a.m. That can only mean that it is time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Now, I didn't think I was going to be able to stream on time today. The family is a slash at Disney. Parts of us are still there. Members of the family are still there, not parts of us. Members of the family are still there. Members of the family are here. Kachi is at his school. Mrs. Thunderhand and our Taiwanese friends, they're at Disney. I managed to be able to get back here. I'm in a kind of interim interval here of sorts, and so I figured I had enough time to squeeze a stream in, so let's try to do that. All right. Welcome on in, Arma. How you doing down there, lad? Also, I had to do a restart while I was away, so all the camera settings are all off now. At least the focus came into shape, but, we have to, of course, reset this. Because it does what it wants to do instead of what I wanted to do, which is not ideal. Not ideal. Let's do that. Better, much better. I'm doing great, and yourself. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks. We spent a little time at Disney. Did a lot of driving yesterday. A lot of driving of the car yesterday. But we had a good time. We always have our fun with our friends there. Our friends' family from Taiwan. They're really cool. So. Me, I had to drive a lot of people around. I have to drive them there, then come back home, then drive to Kachi's school, pick up Kachi from his school, bring him to Disney, stay there, bring him back to school the next day, back down to here. It's a lot of driving. But now we can relax and do a little bit of Minecraft. Let's switch. Let's log on to the server. We will then set our status. We'll switch to the display over and do all of that. So, happy Friday, everybody. I didn't get that in there. Slancha, yeah, we're drinking coffee right now. Yeah, for this Friday. Let me log on here, and then I'll switch the scene over. We'll do that. Why am I in generations? I'm trying so hard. Wrong stream. That's the one I want right there. There we go. Come on, fire it up. Multiplayer. I'll switch the scene over in just a moment. Let me. Here I am over at OPG's base. I dropped off some crimson stems for him. I can hear a witch around here somewhere, but I can't see her. But it's not letting me sleep. Oh, she might be down there somewhere. Okay. Whatever. Oh, I see he's been growing out a few since I set this up. Okay, got it. There we go. Okay, now I can sleep. And let me think. I believe believe I had left this shulker for him full of, yeah, crimson stuff. Okay, yeah, that is a gift. So let us head back on over to here. And today, let's start working on the eyes, shall we? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Turn off the overlays. Okay. Living in a small country must be nice. A short 8-hour drive to get from one side to the other. A small country. You're funny. In my part of this small country, it takes 8 hours just to get from here to like downtown LA. It's only like 60 miles away. Okay. So, one of the things I wanted to try to do, there were a couple of things I wanted to try to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of annoying when you type something in the chat and the streamer just misses it completely, right? Gets the context wrong and stuff. But it's kind of hard sometimes. The attention's divided. It's text-based, right? Yeah, I blow it sometimes. So one of the things I'm trying to show here is, in fact, I might just need Gaston for this. And the best way to mount Gaston is just do the aerial, like, oh, well, not like that. Come here. There, got him. Ha. So there was two ideas that I abandoned, just for time constraints. One of the ideas was going to be something like so, where I was thinking of careful, buddy. Of like doing some things like this, where, you know, as his arm is rising out of the water, there would be water streams like dripping off of it. I was thinking of doing something like that to try to give an illusion of some sort of motion. But I started placing those all over the place, and it just makes it look worse and worse. And it's like, okay, that's not quite the placement. Move it over, add another one, subtract one from there, and it just, yeah, I'm just not good enough at that. The idea looks good in my head, but when I try to implement it, it just looks like a frickin' mess. Australia is about the same size as the mainland of America if you leave out Alaska. Yeah, it is. It's just that Mercator projection, right? Yeah, Australia is a big country. And it's funny because it's, you know, your desert interior and west is of course proportionally bigger than ours. But it's set up kind of the same too, right? Where you have the green parts on the east, basically, and on the coast, and then, you know, the western part is all desert. It's kind of similar in that way. So yeah, I was going to have like water streaming off here. One of the other things I was going to try to do is I was going to try to simulate waves Let me show you what I meant by that. This turned out to be a total disaster. That's why I didn't go with it. I tried a little bit of it, but I did want to give you an idea of what I was going for. And I might try this again in some other season with some other build, but I think I'm going to have to mess around a lot in creative mode to do something like this. There we go. Yeah, I guess we can just use a sandstone. That's what I had originally. Let's do that. Okay. So, you know, imagine like where his arm is coming out of the water here. Right, so I was thinking something like trying to do something like that and like trying to make patterns that kind of outline the intersection where his body is with the surface of the water and trying to do that around. But the way that the source blocks combine, if they're too close to each other, you get a lot of autofilling and stuff. And if you space them far enough where they don't merge and autofill, then you don't get the look. The look doesn't, it does, yeah. And I wanted to try it, and I tested it out. I spent an afternoon in here, or a morning, whatever it was, in here trying to work out some sort of thing. I'm sure with enough time, I could figure that out and get that to look kind of decently. But honestly, I really don't think I have that kind of time. I think it's getting close to time to wrap things up with the server. There hasn't been any announcements about that yet, really. But I'm just getting the impression that I really need to finish this. So what I've decided to do today is the final step. Let's put in the eyes. Let's start strategizing for that. Gathering resources, getting some things into place, and then we're going to do that. Mainly all coastal fringes. Yeah, particularly with Australia, right? Green, except around the Great Australian Bight. Yeah. All right, let us start to gather up some materials and to do some prep. What do I have here? Maybe the sandstone, I can just use this as is. Then we're going to have to prepare some shulkers. There might be a little, brace yourselves, there might be a little bit of inventory management. Sorry. There's going to have to be some of it. I think I should take out this conduit. I think I'm going to have to do that. Hey, I want that back. That's valuable. Yep, there goes the conduit effect. It's gone. That means I got to do this quickly because I'm going to run out of air. Okay, there we go. We'll collect these later because they're always going to sink downward for several meters before they come back up. It's so annoying. Okay. right, we're good there. We're good here. I think I'm all right. It's like, I wonder how many of these I can borrow for building. Like, I can take that. But I really shouldn't be trying to steal a lot of these. All right, this is kind of clear. Can I take these? No, I cannot. Those are exterior blocks. All right, clearly we're going to need some cobble. Some cobbled deep slate with which we can build. I thought that we could get away with just some of this, but apparently not. Let's do the sleeping thing. All right. Let's just work on gathering the things that we need. This is going to be very stupid to have to do this every time. So I think we ought to make a surface access area. It's like the obvious choice. The obvious choice would be right through the eyes themselves here, but yeah, I don't want to do that right now. Let's make a hole right in the back of his skull. There's Cheska. How you doing, Chess? Let's do something like, let's do this. Yeah, so today's the big day. We're going to build out the eyes and finish this up. I don't think I'll be able to finish it all in one stream because it's going to be oh so very, very hard to do. But it's going to be difficult, but in a very funny way. I promise. All right, this might actually lead into the dorsal fin, so this is probably a bad place to do this. I could have an access point in the mouth. I could do that, right? I just need a convenient place to enter and exit. I could also do it at the top there, but these are, believe me, what I'm about to attempt to do requires quite a bit of forethought. You really have to think in advance for this stuff. Let's see what's outside of here. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't want to have extra blocks like that. We've got right under the jaw there. This is stupid. I can't believe I'm wasting time with this. I think for now I'm just going to do this. I think approaching this from the inside is not the way to go. clearly. See where I'm going to have to build that in. Approaching it from the outside is the best bet. See, I have a lot of texturing and features on the outside, so I just want to hack a door in here where I don't have to. Yeah, you know, this might not be bad. If I just do, maybe if I just do something like this. There we go. I think this is good enough. And then somehow I'll have to remind myself that these blocks go on the outside of this. They don't recess inwardly. Oh my God, my hands, please. And you know what? We could just do something like this. This is super duper hack, but we're gonna have to live with it. There we go. Okay, this will help us get in and out of here quickly enough. There we go. And for now, let's do something like that, so we can mark the entrance. Okay, ankle is still broken. What? Think in advance. I've never been able to do that. Is this the inside of the monster? Yeah, I'm catching up in the chat, so sorry, Cheska. I'm sorry to hear about the ankle. But I mean, you have it in a cast and everything, right? You've received treatment, right? Please tell me. We are going to have to bring Gaston back home because it's not going to be safe for him here. Come here. Yeah, let's bring him back over to the workshop area. There we go. Let's evacuate him to safety. Never be sorry, silly. Okay, fine, I won't. I love your builds, so it's much fun to watch your brain work. Aha. Yeah, broke it 5th of July. Yeah, I remember that you did break it. Yeah. Had a boot on it since, and it's been stubborn healing. I'm sorry to hear that. Is that because of your joint affliction? That it takes a little bit longer than usual. Yeah, it delays everything and never fully repairs and heals Hawk. All right, let's start preparing some ingredients. This is going to be funny. This is going to be funny. This is perhaps going to be the funniest part of this build. It's probably going to be the most difficult too. Tools, rockets. Let's do this, let's do this. Let's see here. Get some empty shulkers like this. Let's keep a few of these. Let's get rid of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That should be enough to do with what we need to do. You know what I'm trying to say and failing. Let's do that. Black concrete powder. We'll just stick that stuff over here for right now. Done and done. Black stone right over here. Just a little bit of inventory management. I promise it won't take the whole stream. But gathering resources, though, it will take quite a bit. What we have to do is particularly difficult. That also makes things difficult. Cobbled deep slate. Yeah, we can put all that stuff back there because I'm going to need these shulkers. Get the glass. Yeah, there we go, like this. You can hear that rain. Somebody cue Annie Lennox. What do we got here? Black concrete powder. Just gonna put that over there for right now. We've got the black stone. Just regular black stone, just the regular stuff. Mud. We could drop that off in the old mud maker right over here. Yep, good. Okay. Now, I haven't fully revealed what I'm going to be doing here. Because it's a Thunderhand stream. But you should be able to figure it out. Especially considering what resources I am gathering to apply. Going to need some obsidian. I'm definitely going to need this flint and steel. I guess that's my cue to sleep. Okay, back to the good stuff. We need a lot of rails. Let's see what I got. Yeah, this stuff. We're going to need a lot of this stuff. Do I have any more? Smooth stone, piston, blue ice, stone. Okay, I think I'm good there. Now, what else am I going to need? You know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need some mine carts. That's what I'm going to need. All right, so we'll just let's just use this for our staging area like that. We'll do this. We are going to need, yeah, a lot of this. A lot more of this than we have. We need about 10 more buckets of this. and that's with just for starts. We're going to need so much milk. Give me some of that moo juice, baby. That good old vitamin D. See, and that's why I keep you around. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. And you know what? I'll always keep a little extra, like right there. You cannot have enough of this stuff, believe me. For what we're about to do. One of the other things we're going to have to do too is, let's see if I have it here. We're going to need the heavy duty stuff. Yep, we are definitely going to need that. Also, any good tools, any high-powered stuff like this is, yeah, let's not do that. Tools 1. Oh, let's get those in here. So yeah, okay, we can do that. And let's load a couple more of these into a shulker, just in case. You know what? Let's put those extras right in there. One of the other things we're going to need is lots of food. Let's see how we're doing. This is okay, but it is not enough. And if you're thinking, oh my God, Thunder, yeah, you're thinking right. That is not going to be enough. All right, so this is okay. Let's... Also, just some extras too. Let's... My favorite laugh right there. Welcome on in, Tone. By the way, you should be able to see the auto shoutouts up there for various friends and stuff of the server. I'm waiting for Tones to update right now. Yeah, there it is. How you doing, sir? My good man. Yeah, we were going to get some rockets. Tools, weapons, box O rockets. There we go. We might even have to craft some of these up, but I don't think so. We've got a lot right here. Making some of these extra emergency chests here, shulkers. You know, these things here, the things. Let's see. I'm not going to need this sword. One thing I've been doing, you know, when I'm undertaking things like this, is I use the axe both as a tool and a weapon. And, you know, also if I happen to lose it, it's no big deal. So, saves me an inventory spot. I'm good. Waiting for Blood on the Clock Tower to start on the hour. You heard it here, folks. Hopefully, if you're still streaming that one, I'm finished. I can raid out to you. Although it's going to have to be a raid and run. I'm going to have to go grab Kachi from school. Uh, 11. Yeah, I am. I'm going to have to go grab him right from school. So it's going to have to be a raid and run today, folks. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, I think we're doing well here. Oh, as I live and breathe. Hey there, buddy. These are private games with mates on a Discord server. Okay, I got it. So you won't be streaming it. Understood. Before Constable Lone gets on my case here. I did say I was going to do that, didn't I? Constable Star. We always need some water buckets. Right, this is good. This is good. Plenty of rails. That's good. Let me see. Portals. We need some general building blocks. I think I have enough of those. All right, portal blocks. We have enough of those. I could bring a conduit with me, but I can't type it on here, but constable with a misspelling star. I'm trying to normalize referring to Lone Star as Constable Star from here on out. Heads up, that's definitely going to be a Season 7 thing if it doesn't be a Season 6 thing. Just giving you a heads up, Lone, if you're out there, if you're lurking. Let's see. What else did I do here? Portal either end. Mine carts. I need a lot of mine carts. That's right. That's right. Lot of mine carts. That means iron. This should be enough. Do I have a shulker full of minecarts? One thing I don't like about the minecarts, well, there's several things I don't like about them, but they don't stack. Not cool. Yeah, I'm going to need more than that. So you know what that means. We get to fly over to the old iron farm. I don't know if these guys got enough sleep last night in order to make this thing function properly. Perhaps not. I could see that knucklehead is just staring him down. No, okay, he's moving. But I don't think they got enough sleep to... Sometimes if you keep resetting the night too quickly, they don't get enough sleep and the farm won't work. But please refrain from sleeping for a bit. I mean, we don't need the farm to work. We've got plenty of iron here, believe me. But it's just fun to watch it work. Where are they? Oh. All right, so we have these ones here. He's going to have to do a full pass on each one. He should be dropping down to the next level. Is that where he's at? Or is he still up here? Is he back up at the top? Oh my God, where did Bubbles go? Oh, there he is. No, he's down here. Once he makes this pass and goes back up to the top, I think that's when they'll start spawning. Yeah, because he's going back up there right now. he should wake up our, quote, friends here. And that should result in a spawn. Yep, there we go. And then what's funny is you get the toilet bowl effect here with the iron when it drops. See how it swirls around and then goes down the... I love this farm. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to see it run. Just for the sake of comedy. Yep, we're gonna need lots of minecarts. And because they don't stack, indeed, an entire shulker of them. Yes. So we're going to need about 18 more. There we go. Good enough. And if we make some extra, we'll just put it in the tech kit up there. Like that. And like that. Okay, so we have this. Good. We have that. What else am I going to need? Plenty of torches. I usually carry some doors with me. Some of you might be putting this together now. An extra shulker is always necessary. Yeah, let's get some of these. Okay, let's do that. Oh, something very, very important. Sponges. But we could sort of get sponges from here, but... are they dried? For the most part, they are. I'm thinking maybe let's not put all of our eggs in one basket there. I think that's enough for what we need to do. Right? Yeah, sure. He asked rhetorically. Let's do this. I have a spare shulker right there. We've got plenty of redstone. I think I'm okay. You know, you always forget something, but I don't know. I think I'm all right. We also should do some tool and armor repair just quickly. Okay. Let us begin, shall we? This is going to be fun. All right. Let's head over to the Guardian farm first. Let's make some quick repairs. We can gear up. Then we need to do a bit of a search. J-Mo the Schmo! Lurking and playing. Okay, gotcha. Welcome on in. You should see auto shoutouts for both Waylander Tone and J-Mo the Schmo. Lurk is appreciated, sir. I'll assume you're playing Minecraft. Is that your medieval forever world? I did catch a little bit of that in your last stream. Good Lord. Affirmative. Check out the ATM in Alpha. Okay. Yeah, I was reading chat while I was flying. That's not a good thing to do. All right. This is going to get a little loud. Just giving you the heads up there. Also, I should have a little bit of food on my person. I think I did load up one of these. Oh yeah. When we go back, we're gonna have to load up with the carrots, huh? When we get back. These are regular carrots, but we're gonna need the golden variety in mass quantities. So. I think I have them in this shulker right here. So all the mods 11, is that the... And it's in an alpha. Okay. You can't do that. That's my job. Welcome on in, flying. Calm down with the... Please. The placement. Just calm down. All right. This is one instance where you don't want to operate this thing with an axe. Just a heads up. Let's do some offhandedness. I say this as a flying villager would become a lot more on the nose. IRL. There's Dora. Welcome on in, Dora. Hello, Thunder. Hello, Dora. How am I doing for time here? I'm almost at time for the ad break. Almost. Okay, done. Let's do about one more whack here. Then I think we're good for a little bit. I've seriously considered joining the Air Guard or the Air Force. I've got to set up one of those. Right on over here. There we go. With that over there. Yeah, we're a little low on that, but that one's fine. I know I brought this stuff up before, but this got a lot more real in the last... Oh, okay. All right, cool. We may be able to get together on the server here shortly. I'm not so certain about the rest of today, but maybe at some point, either later tonight or tomorrow, to work on that thing on which we are working. So I'm sure you're going to tell me all about it then. Let me see. Tools 3, right? Come on, Thunder. There we go. We can load maybe one of those back into there for right now. Learn to fly drones, yeah. Even started looking at getting a bachelor's to become an officer and tried to become a jet pilot, but that's a huge time crunch. Yeah, it is. Thing is, you're still in your 20s, even though it's the later half of your 20s. So that's still achievable time-wise. Well, just get your degree in something basic. As far as the requirements are concerned, and I don't know this from any experience of my own. This is just, friends and acquaintances and family members. I don't think it really matters what the degree is in, right? And if you do like a community college and your summer sessions or quarters, you can get out of there pretty quick. You can get out of there in less than 4 years. It's tough, though. It's really tough. But you can do it. You can do it. A lot of my colleagues have done that. I only have 5 years to get a bachelor's, complete training, and apply for pilot school in less than 5 years. Yeah, it's going to be a grind. Again, if you were like in your earlier 20s, it wouldn't be quite as much a grind. But yeah, you got to really compress for that. It's not undoable, though. It is not undoable. Okay, we can do this. I think we're pretty much set. I just need to fill up on the food, I'm thinking. Just stock up on the food items, and then I think we're good to go. But right now, I should have started this 3 to 5 years ago, and I don't think it's wise to go through all of that on a maybe. Yeah, you do need to commit to something, right? But you know what? Like I said, you're still early enough. Even if you change your mind, you still have that degree and that groundwork that you can apply to something else. So my advice to young people, being an advisor and stuff at the school for so long, and having been advised by other professors and people, it's just, just pick something and do it, right? And even if you change your mind later, it's okay. Because most of the groundwork for those kind of degrees, the general ed courses and stuff, most of them are the same. And then to change from one degree to the next is just a handful of extra courses, right? And some degrees are largely, there's so much overlap. Like I changed from an engineering degree to a math degree, right? I only lost a little bit of time because of that specifically, because most of the courses are very, very similar, right? So the advice I'm always given, and then the advice I pass on is, yeah, just commit to something, right? And if you change your mind later, it's okay. Yeah, but I'll say this too. Mine is stronger. Bachelor's degree, post-baccalaureate, teaching credential, right? I was able to do it. With 2 kids and a very demanding missus. You can do this. You can do this, villager. You got this. Okay, this is probably... I'm going to take a quick break for about 3 minutes, run some ads, and I'll be right back, right after that. Hey there, welcome back. Switch the display over. Log back onto the server. All right, let's get back to work here. I'm not saying I can't. I'm just beginning to think my efforts would be better placed elsewhere. Yeah, you're always going to feel that way. Village, yeah. Try to commit to something. See it through. Try to complete something. And then change your mind after you complete it. If you feel like, you know, you want to decide something else instead, get it to a certain stage of completion. Don't. That would be my advice if you're interested. That's usually what most of my university professors and stuff advise. Now, I didn't have to do that with my math degree because there was so much overlap with my engineering degree. It's, like I said, like 80, 90% the same degree, right? So what do you mean going to? I already feel, yeah. But that's my point. There's really no avoiding feeling like that. Yeah, well, there's no avoiding that. You're always going to feel like that. Also, the hindsight is the same thing. You're always going to look back and say, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have done that instead and everything. Yeah. But, you know, you got to commit to a situation, try to see it through. And then, you know what? If you change your mind, you're a smart guy. You'll be able to do something with it. You'll always be able to do something. All right, we need food. We need extra amounts of food. And we have to be very careful how we do this because we don't want to set off our buddy with a pitchfork. Good. Still streaming. That's right. I love this place. I really need to finish up this island. And that's why I'm trying to finish that up so frantically. Yeah, you just stay right in there. We need some food, huh? I gotta remember how to use this thing. It's been a while. Sometimes I'll have extra stuff in here. Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Something's breaking down there in the filter. Not cool. I have to go down and see what's up with that. Filter is broken somehow. All right. We'll mess with that later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need multiples of 3s for these stacks. Hey, that's a sign of maturity there. Well done. Enough about me. More about me. Well done, villager. I'm proud of you. Now, like I said at the beginning of the stream, and it deserves a little reiteration, especially, you know, halfway through the stream for people who are just coming in. Our friend's family from Taiwan is here. They're at Disney with Mrs. Thunderhand right now. Kachi is at school right now. I didn't think I was going to be able to stream today, but things worked out where I've got a bit of a lull in my driving responsibilities today. I get to take a break from being the chauffeur. And so I figured I'd try to squeeze in the stream here. So we spent the night at Disney, had a lot of fun. Would have been more fun if I had my older son Biggity with us. But it was still fun, nonetheless. Yay, the bare minimum. I could tell we're making progress with building because now we get to use like the trade hall. I haven't used it in so long because I've already had everything I needed for the build. The fact that I'm back here doing this right now, that's a sign of progress. That is a sign of progress, people. Now, the task for which I am preparing, I think I have this down. The practice runs I made for this earlier. Eventually became successful. Now it's just a matter of, can I remember that? Can I remember what I've accomplished and apply it again? That's asking a lot. What did you do at Disneyland besides spend good? Yes. Well, we stayed over at the California Grand Hotel. That's our favorite one. And it's cool because between the two families and our friend, there's 9 of us. So it was a big crazy crew. And so we managed to get the hotel rooms all next to each other and stuff. So that was fun. They have their Halloween function already started there, which I don't know. I'm not too crazy about. So and that's at the California Adventure portion of the park. So they had some of that going on. It's kind of hard to get up the enthusiasm for that because, it's August. Let's see. So we certainly didn't do all the stuff with the costumes and stuff. That would be later for us, but a lot of folks were. So it's mostly roaming around the park with the candy bags, going to the different stations, loading them all up. But Mrs. Thunderhand always wants to stay till the wee hours to see the parades, the character parades and stuff. She likes doing that. Our friends wanted to see all of that. There weren't too much in the way of rides because we were broken up as far as groups and stuff. Usually when my oldest son Biggity's there, we ride all of the rides, man. It's so cool. Okay, I think we're good for a little while. This should be way more than enough for what we need to do. I hate when Halloween starts in August. Oh, tell me about it. Especially here. It's like 110 degrees here and stuff in the middle of the summer. It's haven't had my birthday yet, and you want to stuff pumpkin spice lattes on me. Yeah, the pumpkin stuff is no thanks. No, thank you. Okay, I have enough here. Let's load up that stuff, and then we can actually begin. Now, one cool thing about this mod is with the roles, with the, what do I want to call these things? The characters, the things. Help me, villager. We get to be Elytrans, and so we get the automatic Elytra wings. We're a little shorter than we normally are, but that's okay. And we can wear the wings with the armor. Origins. That's what I'm talking about, right? Yes, Origins. Ah, I got it before I had to look down at chat. Nice. Nice. All right. And you know what? You know what we can do? We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, because we already have a lot of food in there. One thing I've learned is never completely fill a shulker when you're about to do what I'm going to do. Always leave at least one cell open. Always. Always. How often? Always. Always do that. Okay, I think we're ready to roll here. You've given me an idea for next season. Stuff like that is why Starbucks failed here. That's an adventuring kit. And so isn't that. But that is not. Let's stash this stuff and then we'll get going here. We'll do that. Do I put those in here normally? Yeah, I think I do. Oh, good. And the breeze rods. Do I have a thing for breeze rods? Mossy bits. No, I don't. Okay, we'll just stick them in one of these junk chests then. We'll do that. And you know what? Let's just unload this stuff. To be sorted later. Great. That frees up another shulker. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, let's roll. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is take a quick nap. I don't know if it holds Duncan back or not in the States. You know what's cool is about maybe 10 years ago, Dunkin' Donuts started opening up here finally on the West Coast. I don't know what the franchise deal was, but they're very, very hard to find. But you can find them. But lately, I don't know. I tried to go to one in one of the nearby communities a little while back, not too long ago. And it's like, you know, they don't even make the donuts fresh there anymore. They're all frozen and thawed and stuff. The variety sucks. That it's just really gone downhill. Well, you know, Duncan is a very, well, you know, you were in Vermont. Duncan is a very New Englander thing. I never cared too much for the coffee. People rave about the coffee. I don't really care for it too much. But like the plain old fashioned donut was like really good. I like that. Okay, so we need an ocean monument. Still equipped with its guardian. That's what we need. So let me see. I think I used all of the ones up that were at spawn. So now I could just use chunk base. I realize that, but there should be enough around here. Yeah, they can't get it right there either. I'd rather have a crispy. Oh, fuck! I cannot do Krispy Kreme, dude. Then we have a local donut place that blows. Yeah, yeah. Some of the local stuff is really good. Similar situation here. Hey, if you can do the Krispy Kreme, all the power to you, man. I can. Okay, I don't think I've checked that one out yet. Surprisingly. Let's touch base over here. Let's do a little something like that. Good. What have I gotten in here? This is an empty shulker. Let's do that. I think it's this one. Has all the... Yeah, here we go. We're going to need so much of this. We're probably going to need at least an initial amount of that. Let's get all of that in there. And some of this. Okay, not so shabby. Not too shabby. That's going to do. We'll do that. Got our extra one in there. That's good. Actually, you know, for right now, let's also stash that in there. This is going to be treacherous, so... I can't either. There are so many better donuts around, yeah. I think she's like Vietnamese or Korean, and that's what makes the best donuts. Love her bear claws. She folds a little bit of apple fritter into the... Yeah, nice, nice. You know what's really good is if Jepotastic were in the stream, she would tell you, she would agree, is over in Asia, they have a chain over there called Beard Papa, and they make the donuts over there, and their donuts are really cool. I think I posted a pic of them in the Generation server. The Taiwanese donut. It's really cool. All right, let's get on with the dirty work. All right. Let's drop right down the middle. Right on down the middle. Ouch. We're already under attack. And this guy is gone. Okay, so this has probably been raided. Now, I forget where the other ones are. Are they at these ends over here? They might be. Let's get some... Oh, let's grab some air. But, quicker. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I forgot to have those doors out and in the inventory. Oh, no! Where are they? Minecarts, detect... Are they in here? Yeah, here they are. Whew. You know what's cool? They also can't see you through the door. There we go. Okay, we're good to go here. Yeah, I don't need the shovel. I should have put that in the And you know what? We could just stick the shovel in one of these. There we go. Yeah, you need a lot of inventory space open. It's a thing. Where did it... Where would the... Okay. The fact that we don't have the mining fatigue means that there's no guardians in here. And guardians are what I need. So this one's already been raided. Let me obviously shuts over that way, so our little islet is right here. Frankly, it doesn't surprise me that that's been raided. I mean, it's in a very populated area here. I could eat a whole dozen of her donuts. It's more random, I think. I love that we completely ignore water-breathing pots because of that bug. Oh, potions, yeah. Well, I mean, it's so cheap, right? It's just a door. Krispy Kreme had to team up with 7-Eleven to stop from going under here. Well, there you go, Arma. Okay, here's a question, because you're on that part of the world. Now, in that part of the world, the Asian places, by the way, like in Taiwan, 7-Eleven is incredible in Taiwan. Like, you can do anything and get anything at 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is amazing there. But 7-Eleven, having originated here in the United States, 7-Eleven here are the dirtiest, grimiest, most dangerous places that you can go. So one of the things Mrs. Thunderhand had to learn right away is, yeah, don't go to the 7-Eleven in America. It's not the same. Buyangda. But what are they like in Australia? Because like in Taiwan, they're amazing. Like, you could do anything at 7-Eleven in Taiwan. Say, I'm over here now seeing if I can find any of the any ocean monuments. I'm trying to stick close to our bases and stuff where, you know, there's likely going to be portals and stuff nearby. So getting back and forth to this ocean monument will be quick, hopefully. So I've already raided all the ocean monuments in that northern part of the inland sea there. And the Japanese coming over to the World Cup, they had to be told with certainty, don't go into 7-Eleven in Texas. And then they were shocked, yes. Yeah. Yeah, we've known that for a long time. Okay, is this one of them? Yeah, okay. I don't think... All right, this one's pretty close to Nova's base, so I think we're good with this. Yep. All right, we're in business. All right, first things first. What I usually do here now is I get a door, like right there. All right, this simultaneously protects us. Oh, I should have name tags too.
Jesus, did I say that? I was just thinking. Was I talking? Did they hear me?
It was bought out by a Japanese company here, so get more Asian convenience style. Yeah, yeah. Hawk. Dude, play nice. Play nice. All right. How did I used to do this now? I believe the first thing I do is slap down the ender chest. So we'll line everything up like right in the corner, like right like that. And then we'll break out all of our gear. Get everything in place. What do we got in here? That could probably end up staying in there, honestly. Uh-oh, mining fatigue. Yeah, but see, we have this. And this helps you a little bit. Like that. And then if you can... No, not that. If you can just do this for right now. Kind of gears you up. Go over here, grab some air. Good. Hey, they can do that in the States. I'd love some 7-Eleven sushi in the States. Too bad blindness has no effect on mobs. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, look at these two. Oh, so you're in there with Bubba now, huh? Okay, got it. Understood. All right, there's the mining fatigue. The carts I shouldn't really have out right now. This stuff I should, though. Okay, I know we're taking some hits, but we're also very heavily armored. Yeah, these are extra shulkers right now, so we're good. All right, let's get to some safety. It's not bad for $4 for two 4-inch rolls. Yeah, you just got to be careful with things like expiration dates on those and stuff, right? Yeah, the empties we can bring with us. But you can see why we suddenly need so much milk. Get rid of some of these. Let's get back over here and regroup. Let's do this. There. We'll do that. We'll do that. Same thing here. All right, we need to set up some staging here, which means some of this stuff has to come down. It's not bad, though. What we should do, really, is lay down a bed. Just in case we die. Which is highly unlikely, but not impossible. Do it. Yeah, you need to go. Bye-bye. And because we can sleep underwater, but we can't sleep with the mobs, but we can set our respawn, so it's good for that. Okay, we'll do that. So we can stack these. Let's get some milk ready. See, I'd be all for that. And with as many as we have, you could take over the gas station game in just a few years. You can't sleep with the fishes, literally, yeah. But at least you can reset your spawn, right? And that's what I really need there. Yeah. Go. Get out. Out. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And. I'll tell you what. Huck. Dude, please. Now, for right now, we can do this, this, and this, okay? Yeah, you better run. Now, sometimes I'll carry a trapdoor with me. But the next thing I'll do is I'll start taking out all of this water. In fact, you know what? This is what I normally do. We have the fatigue, right? So let's get rid of that. Let's do that. Wow! You are not having that, huh? Okay, just... There we go. So now we create a bit of an airlock here, right? Okay, this is good. The next thing we need to do is sponges. We need to clear out an area here. We don't really need 2 of these. Yeah, one is fine. One's going to be just fine. But here is where we need to deploy the sponges. Yeah, here we go. Right now, we'll take the stuff in sections, right? So we'll do a section here. Yeah. That's fine. Whatever. A little Liam Lynch there. Now, same thing over here. There we go. And there. Okay, this is good. Now, let's get some more milk. Basic kit. Milk bucket. I thought I had a whole... No, that's the wrong one. Mining fatigue. Torch. Grab the wrong one here. Okay. I've got it. Just thunder, please. Brain. Like sometimes I'll go as far as to put place a cow on a nearby island. Okay. Let's clear this out. This is going to have to go. But it's not that big of a deal. All right. And let's take this in sections. Let's do that for right now. And then we can just do like that. That should free up this area. Yeah, all right. That's why I have that in the inventory. Hawk. There we go. Ha! Let's do that for right now. Good. All right, so next we can bust this down. We can get the next batch of sponges. Like that. Go down to the end here like this. That's good. That's good like that. Okay, and then we can grab this one and this one. Okay, cool. Got a Lorik, see if the Air Force recruiter is back from lunch. Okay, cool. Speaking of respawn, how do you feel about the new straw bed? You know, I haven't really seen it enough. My first impression is like, why do we need this? So I haven't seen enough about it. But evidently I have to look into it a little bit more. The onigiri is also awesome. Onigiri! Don't your defense forces have their own schools? Yeah, we do. Hello there. Hey, Bowercars. Welcome on in, dude. Oh, welcome on in. You should see the auto shout out up there for Bo. How go with it, sir? All right, so let's do the same here. I'm going to need... Yeah, let's just keep those at hand like that. But, all right, let's do this. Like that. Let's get into here like, ow. Like that, and then I think I'm good. Oh my goodness. That's not where I want to go with that, but... Wow, just in the nick of time. Okay, this is cool. I can now do that. And is that enough? No, not quite. I guess I could have placed a block for that and not used an entire sponge, but whatever. It goes pretty well. Just a week till SMP start. Then my summer hiatus is over. Go, 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 go. Just a week, huh? So first week of September? What am I doing for time here? I have about 12 minutes left of the stream. I got to keep an eye on that because I need to fetch Kachi from school. 28th of August. Oh, okay, cool. All right, now this is going to be a bit of a panic run here. Let's make sure we have plenty of building blocks in place. We're going to have to cap this off. Not a problem. Not too big of a deal. Because we can probably handle most of it. Thusly. Yeah. If I can just, ow, like that, and then, ow, like that. Let's block up the floor like that. There we go. Okay, that's going to help. Okay, the fatigue hasn't hit yet. Up. Awk. But it's not that big of a deal. Because we have the mighty moo juice. All right, let's take some of this down. Like this. Down to that level. Cool. Tackle this from this side. Great. Let's get some sponginess. This is all just so we can work in this area. Cool. Got it. Done. The Mighty Moo Juice. Haven't heard that one before. That was not wise. But it is this stream, right? The stream is what it is. You're going to see a lot of that. Okay, airlock in place. Everything. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let me see. No fatigue yet. All right. Now we do need an airlock here. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7。Oh wow, so it's odd, huh? 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。Oh yeah, see? Okay. No, it's even. Yeah, it's an ocean monument, so of course it's even. Cursed as it is. So it should be here and here. Ow. Now calm down. Just be calm. Okay, that's better. And I don't think he can see us through here, so I think we're good. All right, now this next part, we're going to have to clear out some space here. There's a couple of things that need to be done. Clear out some of those blocks so we have a little room in which to work. We're going to have to name tag this guy, and we're going to have to drain the water. And we have to do that in 7 minutes. Not a problem. Basic kit right here. That can go there. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I think we have the... Yes, we do. Mining fatigue. Fun stuff. Fun stuff was had by all. Now, I'm getting a little low as far as health is concerned, so I should consume carrots. There we go. Good. All right, so let's go hit him with a name tag first because we need him to live, not despawn. There he goes. All right. Hawk! Can I get a screenshot? With the name tag? I think I can. Ouch! That's enough. The things I do for my stream, I swear. We took quite a bit of damage there, but you can see that we are armored, man. We are a living Minecraft tank. Okay, so he's all set with that. Where's the basic kit? Is that's it? That's it. All right, that goes back in there with that, and we're good. We do need a little bit of this. Wow, really? Okay, so we're good here. We can take a little bit of damage here, but we got to keep a really close eye on it. Good. Well done. We're out. Let's do that. Let's do that. Always keep some blocks on you. Let's get over here. Let's replenish the milk supply. Got it. Take a little hit of the golden carrots. Okay, I think the next thing to do is, let me see. What does that look like up top? We're good. All right, I think the next thing we need to do is the sponges. We need to drain it. And this is going to be kind of tough, but He's kind of blocking the entrance there. You know what's gonna get him out of there, though? Oh, look at his tail. Okay, so we're gonna need... Right, what did I do with that? Here we go. Let's try to distract him by working on something else. Got it. Again with the mining fatigue. There's going to be a lot of that. But we are prepared. We are prepared. I think he's quite cross with me. But I'm used to that feeling. Well, that kind of sucked, but oh well. Okay, so I want that. That and that and that and that. And that and that. Okay, we're good. We're good. And now we do not have the mining fatigue yet, so let's run and place sponges like there and there and there. Does that do it? I think that does it. Cool. Alrighty, should be all set. Now here we're going to have to do something a little weird because we need that. Okay. And now I need to collect my sponges. So we need to take a hit of milk here. All right. Because I want those sponges back, man. Those things are expensive. Dude, settle down. Oh, that was... I mean, we still have quite a bit of health left, but...
I have a radical idea. We'll cross the streams.
Excuse me, Egon. You said crossing the streams was bad. You're going to endanger us.
Not necessarily. There's definitely a very slim chance we'll survive.
And it is time to cross the streams. Thank you, Arma. And thank you for using that redeem for what it was intended. I think I'm ready. There's maybe one tiny bit that needs to be done here to complete this stage of things on this end. That's this. But I think we're good. I think we can wrap things up here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's flip over to the camp scene right there. Hey there. Let's log off of the server while we still can. Okay, back out of there. All right, let's see what we got going on here. That's right. So Tone said he wasn't streaming it. He was just playing on Discord with his friends. But I can see that Lux looks like he's streaming right now. Let's quickly set that up. Lux J Gaming. Let's go set that up here. 007, he is streaming 007. There, up above in the chat, you should be able to see the raid message. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us on this raid to Lux J Gaming. Let's set up the raid itself and get that counting down. Raid Lux J Gaming. And it looks like I actually typed that correctly. Thanks for the stream. Anytime, JMO, man. You stop by. I always appreciate the lurks, man. Let us... Yeah, and then the raid is counting down for fellow buffoon and all-around great guy, Lux J Gaming. Family-friendly viewers, be reminded that Lux's stream is intended for mature audiences. There's a little bit of language in there and some shenanigans, but he's a super cool dude. Fellow buffoon, we have a lot of shared community there, so chances are there's folks there that you will know. Everybody, thanks for dropping by today. Hey, it was a cool little stream, man. I didn't think I was going to get to pull that off today, so I really appreciate folks showing up and watching the VODs afterwards, too. That's always appreciated. Just remember that we do this stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream should be Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think we'll be able to do that. It may be a Kachi time stream, but if Kachi doesn't feel like streaming, I'll probably stream Generations. The stream after that should be on Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that will be a Generations stream. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We are raiding out to Lux right now. Bye for now, everyone.